I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to make Steve the character of the Minecraft game that everybody loves in Blender. After making this character, I will add a rig and then I will add animation. Unlike other my videos, I made this video using my voice and more slower for you guys to understand. So let's get started. So first, I'm going to add a reference of the Steve. I can press to G then Y to move it at the Y axis. GX to align Steve with over here. A bit like this. And also we can duplicate this, then put it somewhere over here. Rotate it. To rotate it at the Z axis, 9 and 0. To rotate it at the Z axis 90 degrees. Align this Steve to over here. Like this. Now we can add a cube. Then scale it by pressing S like this. Press G to G to move it somewhere over here. Scale it. And also we can move it over here. And also you guys can hold shift to move it much more slower. You can press the S. Then move it at the X a little bit. You can move this downwards and then scale it by pressing S. Then I'm going to move it at the X-axis a little bit, then up to Z-axis, then scale a little bit more. Now we can press the tab to go to edit mode, or by just clicking over here. We are going to deselect everything which is selected by holding Alt, then A, like this. Now we can press the 3 or just click over here for face selection. Then select this bottom face and then we can press E to extrude it, then extrude it somewhere over here like this. And this orange circle being over here is good because when we press to R then X, we will be able to rotate it at that circle like this. Now we can press the Ctrl and Z to undo what we have done. And now we can duplicate this cube by holding Shift and D, or by just right clicking then selecting the duplicate objects. Now without clicking anywhere, click to X to move it at the X axis, then move it somewhere over here. And now we can press the S then X to scale it at the X axis like this. Now we can select this, then duplicate it one more time with Shift D or right clicking. Press the X, then move it over here. Like this. And also we can duplicate this, then put it over here. Like this. Now to do the head, we can just select its body, then move it at the Z axis by pressing Z. Click to object, then set origin to geometry. And also we can go to edit mode and select this face, press to X, then delete the vertices. Now we can select these edges by pressing Shift, then F to fill that part. Now we can set the origin to geometry. We can start aligning. And also, if it's a little bit like this, press the G then Y to solve the problem. Now we can start scaling the head at the Y axis. Move a little bit downwards over here. This is great. Now that our model is done, we are going to add some textures. So to see the colors, go to render of material preview, but for now I'm going to select the material preview and I'm going to click over here, then add an image texture, and we can click to open, then we can add the texture of the Steve. And now in UV editing, we can start texturing our head. So this part is the head part, so we can turn this into a cube by scaling it at the x-axis. Then we can scale it at the y-axis. In vertices selection, we can select these vertices, then move these vertices over here, and so now it is looking pretty good. Now we will only have to do the same thing for all of these parts. So like this. Now to make this part, I'm going to click over here to add a new material. Then I'm going to do the same thing but with a different texture. Then in edit mode, I'm going to deselect all with Alt A, then select these faces, then assign this other color. So we can select this part, which is over here, like this, and the bottom parts. Now we can start doing the body, so we can select all, then unwrap it, and also we can select these vertices, then in edge selection we can hold Ctrl then X to dissolve them because we don't need them. So we can unwrap it again with U. It's a new material, like this. And let's see, this part is over here. So now we are just going to do the same things, like this, then to the back parts. Then put this square into its place. Now for the arms. Now select these three faces, then press U, then unwrap it. Then the same thing over here. And now we can select both of them, start, and also we can delete this arm, add a mirror modifier, then click over here, set this to this cube part, so that if we just make something over here, it will be symmetrically over there. So this includes the material, so we can add the texture on it. Like this. Now we are going to do the same thing over here. And also don't forget to unwrap them. like this. And now we are going to do the same thing for the leg because they are symmetrical. Set the mirror modifier to this cube. And now we can select all of the parts, then unwrap them. Or just select these faces, then unwrap them. Then these parts, then unwrap them. Now we can add our material. Then we can start by modeling over here. Like this. Press P, then separate them by loose parts. And now we will go to edit mode. Now that our character is done, we are finally going to rig it. So we can select both of these references, then delete them with X because we don't need them anymore. Okay, so now that our Steve is done, I'm going to add a rig to our character. So we can add an armature. Then, without deselecting it, in the object properties, we can go to viewport display, then enable in front. So this will make it stay in front of everything.